Bill, a pretty incredible game out there tonight. We often ask in these interviews what the atmosphere is like. It's the MCG, it's our fans, it's the Magpie Army. What was it like running out onto Adelaide Oval? It was half the crowd, but they were twice as loud, weren't they?
Yeah, correct. Extremely hostile, always is here. They make it a real fortress, but we love it. We embrace it. We get a lot of joy on away trips and coming together and sort of coming in with the ambush mentality, and we love it. Yeah, it gave us a lot of energy and we thrive off it.
How did that, obviously Howie's magnet going out meant we were a little bit smaller. How did the game play out in terms of the game plan we wanted to implement?
Yeah, well, it worked out that 2 weeks ago when we played them, we had Will Parker play that role without Howie anyway. So it was sort of back to what we did then, and we played really well that day as well. So obviously we would love to have Howie out there, but we're very confident anyone can come in and fill that role. We just the way we play that system, and especially with pressure on the ball out the field, we know we're going to be able to hold up.
And just finally, your good mate Jordan De Goey topped the disposal count tonight. His pressure was immense, tackles. How did you see his game?
Yeah, he's an absolute weapon. He's been building slowly, but last week he really got his burst back, the way he was attacking the footy, and then today he goes again. When he's playing like that, it makes us very hard to stop. So it's good to see him have a game back to his best.
Thanks, Billy. Joined by Peter Moore, father of Captain Darcy. Another final series for Collingwood, another preliminary final. How'd you find that one?
Remarkable. It was one of the great games we've seen them play. What a pressure game. Adelaide were great, put a lot of heat on them, but they just are so composed and such a great team effort, all over the ground. The pressure on the ball was phenomenal, so I was thrilled for him. It was just a great effort.
And your boy was phenomenal down there tonight. I think at last count it was 11 intercept possessions. He played a starring role alongside that backline, didn't he?
Yeah, they were all great, but I think what helps is when they get the pressure on the ball like that, then they can get off their man and intercept and read the play. So we haven't been able to do that for a lot of the year, so it just helps Darcy and the other. Billy was great too tonight, and Isaac, all of them, and Braden were terrific. So it just helps the backline. If the team defence works, then they get a chance to intercept. And I think in the first quarter we made a record number of intercepts in the back half and pressure rating off the charts. So, you can't do much better than that, and it's good to see them in the finals. It's terrific.
It is a long season now. There's 24 rounds and then into finals. How have you followed 2025 to date?
Well, I thought it was interesting at the end that everyone was criticising Collingwood's form and everyone, but the top 4 or 5 teams that had already qualified were all struggling, to find their best, because to get the intensity up when there's really not a lot to play for is almost impossible against teams that are desperate. So I thought they held in, they hung in there, and then getting ready for exactly what happened tonight. That's their game, and they did a great job with it.
We'll let you go and find your son. Thanks, Peter.
He's right behind you, so I've got him.
This team historically has travelled really well. We've travelled well again this trip. As a new person in the environment, what is an away trip like for a Collingwood player?
Yeah, the boys are really good at it, obviously really experienced at it too, especially in finals. So, I think the main thing is just keeping it the same as what it would be like on any other game, really. I know it's got a little bit more pressure and a little bit more media and hype to it, but the guys like Pendles and Sidey have played 25, 30 of these, so they're pretty good at cracking a joke and a laugh and keeping you pretty grounded, and I just felt really welcomed from the start and continue to feel really welcome, especially on this trip, so they've been amazing.
And the sub role tonight, how did you find that role? And obviously came on through that fourth quarter. Were you itching to get on all day?
Yeah, I think I was twitching from minute one, waiting to get on, but it was nice to sort of stretch the legs out at the end and get a couple of kicks and feel like I was part of it. So, it was lots of fun. It's addicting. I just want to get back out there, really. But, it's a bit of a waiting game with the sub thing. But, I just got to stay ready and be ready, and that's what I did, and hopefully that pays off.
Lockie, obviously first year at the Pies last year. We missed out on finals narrowly, but into a preliminary final in the black and white, mate. How's it feeling?
Surreal. It hasn't sunk in yet. I'm just living in the moment at the moment, soaking it all in, enjoying it with the boys. But this is why you play footy. This is just on top of the world.
Jamie Elliott, another bag tonight. You assisted a few of them, I guess, in that forward line. Can you speak to Jamie? He's obviously had a really hot start to the year, but hitting his straps in finals, it's a nice place to be, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think he's as good as they come as a small forward. He was stiff not to be All-Australian. He's All-Australian in our eyes, but the leadership he's shown this year and the way he leads on the field by example is just incredible. He throws himself at everything, and It's good to see him get some reward with some goals.
Enjoy the win, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Will, Adelaide Oval, happy hunting ground for you. You dismiss, I believe it was Jake Lehman here, but what was better, taking a Sheffield Shield wicket or winning a qualifying final for Collingwood?
It's a good question. That was a pretty nice ball I bowled to him, but I don't think he could be able to top that. That feeling that I got when the siren went, that was unbelievable. And it was a great win.
You were part of a pretty incredible defence tonight. I think to the start of the fourth quarter, Adelaide hadn't scored a goal from stoppages inside 50. What does that say about the defensive group and I guess the way the system held up?
Yeah, I think tonight we were just so connected. We just trusted in our system and each other. I mean, Adelaide have a pretty good forward line, but, we didn't get scared of that at all. We just stuck true to ourselves and connect to our system, not worry about them too much. And, it allowed us to play some really nice football.
Pretty big shoes to fill. Your magnet replaced Jeremy Howes. What was the message from the coaches for you personally coming into the night?
I think, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago at this ground against this team, I did the same role, replaced Jeremy, and, they just gave me confidence that, just go out there and play your role. It doesn't matter if I'm replacing Howie, just they have full trust in me and faith in me that I can play the role and compete at AFL level. And I'm glad that they gave me the confidence to do that.
Well played, mate. Enjoy the win.
Thank you. Cheers.
Eddie, we haven't seen you down the rooms in a while. How did you enjoy that game?
Oh, no, it was fantastic. Always a big travel against a quality team. Huge crowd. But the Magpie Army were just fantastic tonight, weren't they? Behind the goals, out on the wing, the chant going up. All they could do was boo as we chanted and sang our songs, and the boys were fantastic. I thought Craig McRae's coaching was magnificent tonight, and the boys put it together. It was just sensational. A finals win away here in Adelaide is as hard as it comes, and we've done it again.
Where does it rank amongst some of the best that you've witnessed in your time?
Well, it used to be at Football Park at the time. I mean, 2002 when we knocked off Port Adelaide, when Benny Johnson did the tackle on Burgoyne, and Leon Davis kicked the last goal, was sensational. Now this was a great win. It sets it up, but I look at it as not going mad about it because we've got the potential to win the flag. So this was a good stepping stone, needed to win it. Now we can sit back, watch everyone belt the hell out of each other over the next 2 weeks, and they've got to come through us at the MCG. So no more planes for the Pies. We stay at home, MCG, AIA Centre, get set to have another crack at another premiership and do what we always do. We play in the history of football. We're in a grand final on average every 3.5 years. It's an amazing club, and we've got the chance now to go flat out. We've got to win the preliminary final. They're as big as they come, so let's go, but we're there.
A very, very proud Eddie. We'll see you at the G in a couple of weeks.
I'm very proud of what Barry Karp and his board and Craig Kelly and Fly and everybody has been able to do, and it is just wonderful to be a Collingwood supporter and be here tonight.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks, mate.
Mate's first game back in the team since round 19. You obviously had a few weeks at VFL level. How did you find being back in the AFL team, especially coming into a qualifying final?
Yeah, it's more than a few weeks of VFL that I'd like, but no, it's good. It's incredible. I'm very grateful to get the opportunity, and it's great to have a win here in Adelaide. It's a great feeling.
Your parents, I'm not sure if you've had a chance to talk to them yet, but in 2 weeks' time we're into a preliminary final, and I assume they both won't want to be missing that one.
Yeah, they're retired, so they don't have much else to do. Love them to death, but I haven't talked to them yet. Obviously, it's very, very early just with the game finishing, but knowing them, they're probably already online trying to book some flights. So if there's anyone that we know that might be able to fly them over, that would be helpful. Subtle brand.
And just finally on your role tonight, a little bit more forward, obviously playing out of that square on former teammate Mark Keane. How did you find, I guess, that battle and being inside that 450?
Yeah, Adelaide plays kind of like one behind the ball, so it's always a bit of a challenge with the talls, just knowing that there's going to be another one that comes across. But I think our smalls really showed up, Shooter and Jamie and everyone else. That you could definitely see, I think, early in that third quarter, we got on top and scored 3 or 4 goals, kind of back to back, and that was a sign of just kind of our game plan, everyone playing to their role, and then some people obviously getting the chocolates, but as a team, that's what we're looking at.
Jamie obviously got a great lick of the ice cream, 4 goals and back on that scoreboard. Was it a bit of a plan to free him up and allow him to lead out and get a bit more space tonight?
Look, I'll just let Jamie do what Jamie wants to do, to be honest. He's just a freak athlete and a freak player, and he's a real leader back there for a lot of guys, especially myself too. So whenever he's up and about kicking 4 goals in a game, well, like he's a pretty hard person to stop. So, it's a credit to him. He's one of our best players and just absolutely kills it. Always shows up.
Another preliminary final at the MCG. Sure, you got lots of fond memories from them over the past few years. You're looking forward to the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been reminded a few times. It's exciting. It's exciting to have a home prelim, MCG obviously, and with us we have an amazing fan base that travels with us, so it's going to be exciting and an incredible atmosphere, I'm sure.
Enjoy the win, mate.
Thanks, legend.
Ned, this might be the first time you learn of this, but tonight you broke the record, broke Luke Ball's record from 2011 for most tackles in a season. You're a humble guy, but how does that sit with you?
Pretty crazy. Didn't know that was on the cards. That's pretty cool. But obviously, the biggest thing coming out tonight was the win, so that was huge. It's a cool little fact.
In a pretty dynamic midfield, Jordan Goey back to his best, and Nick obviously doing what he does best. Pendle's side, he kicked 3. Talk about playing in this midfield and I guess what it's allowed you to do and find your form this year.
Yeah, it's incredible. I feel like we've got such a good balance at the moment. Play off each other so well, play to each other's strengths, and so much experience, so much composure, and then just so much X factor and talent. Yeah, it's incredible.
A preliminary final in 2 weeks' time. When you were picked up in the mid-season draft in 2024, did you think it could come this early, and did you think you'd be in the team as a mainstay?
Probably not. I'm pretty optimistic, but it's definitely gone a little bit quicker than I would have thought. So, incredible feeling, and trying to soak it all in.
Enjoy the win, Ned.
Thanks, guys.
Joined by President Barry Karp. Barry, I'm sure we came into Adelaide with a plan, and it was executed beautifully, wasn't it?
That was a coaching masterclass. Just so proud of everyone. I guess you're right, Collingwood, off at your peril, don't you? We just showed such amazing fight, that DNA, the invisible thread that joins all of us. It was just an amazing effort. So proud.
A lot of people in these rooms tonight. There's a lot of people that impact the result on field, aren't there? Can you speak to that as your role as president, of what you observe across staff and the board and families and friends?
It's incredible how hardworking and how dedicated everyone is. Football departments are amazing. 24/7 on call to show love and care for your teammate, for a staff member, and it's personified at Collingwood. And we talk about connect, win and grow. The mantra side by side, connect, win, and you see it every day. And it's about living those values. It's about seeing them and showing them, not just having it written down. Couldn't be more proud.
We've got a week off now, and then into a home preliminary final at the MCG, which is just massive for the club. What's your message to fans and members and supporters? There'll be open trainings, there'll be all sorts of opportunities to get involved and paint Melbourne black and white and extend that across the country, won't there?
Our members have been amazing. 112,000 signed up this year. Come and be involved, everyone, over the next 2 weeks. The Magpie Army, get out in full force. It's been tough over here in Adelaide. We were outnumbered, which doesn't happen often. Let's get back to the MCG. Let's paint the town black and white and go Pies.
Thanks, Barry.
Thank you.